Hey, Magus at 999 here. Magus, not Magus, because I like the sound of Magus better. Okay? I don't care what they say is supposed to sound like, how it's supposed to be pronounced. I like Magus. Okay? I played the game before it was revealed how they wanted us to say it. So, Magus. Anyway, Bruce B. So, that being out the way, I am, and I'm going to tell you, first of all, disclaimer, I don't work for Uber or any ride sharing company, okay? I don't represent them. The things I say are totally my observations and opinions, okay? So they have nothing to do with it, okay? Their policies and everything is their policies. Whatever their policies are, it has nothing to do with what I'm saying. I don't represent them in any way, but I represent myself as a rideshare driver. I drive for Uber, but I represent myself. And when I speak generally about ride sharing, the ride sharing industry. Okay? Thank you. So, I want to talk today about, um, and there's going to be some other talks, but this is going to be a general thing about ride sharing, about Lyft and Uber, and companies like that. I mean, there are basically only two companies, but companies like Lyft and Uber, and what we are offering as drivers, and and the thing is, your average rider has this perception. Well, not the average, but there's a lot of them. Has a perception that we are driving like this is like a bus or limousine service where the company owns our vehicle and we're just employees that work for them. And that is wrong. Okay? We are contractors. These are our personal vehicles. We own or lease or whatever these vehicles. It's ours. We don't get them from a garage where they maintain them and clean them and all that. We do that. It's independently owned and operated equipment here. Okay? So you're under a wrong perception. You jump into somebody's uh, Uber or Lyft or whatever, and you start acting like it's a public transit up in there. There's no third party coming in there taking care of the mess that you create. And as a matter of fact, you make a mess in there, you can get hit with fines. I don't know about Lyft, but I know Uber can charge you upwards of $200 for you sitting up there making a mess in somebody's car. Okay? It's a cleaning fee. Uh, I want people to know that because they come in, they get in the car with this attitude, like we're some lackey, and we got some boss somewhere telling us what to do. And we don't. We do not. You're talking to the boss when you get in that car. We are contractors. We are not employees of nobody but ourselves. Okay? So when you get into somebody's car and it's somebody's car, you need to respect that space and respect the fact that there's this one guy giving you a ride who has to take care of everything that happens with that car. He has to bear the responsibility for it. He's not taking it back to some crew at the garage that's fixing it, that's correcting it, that's cleaning it. It's just him doing what he can do to make it the best he can. And another thing that goes along with that is the environment in the car. Because this is not a taxi, it's not a bus, it's not public transit, the environment of the car, and I know it's hard for you to wrap your hands around it here because you think, oh, this is my ride, I'm paying for it. Well, you didn't pay $30, $40, $50,000, okay? You paid for a ride from A to B. That does not mean that you have power over somebody's car. Of course, we're going to be as service oriented as possible, but no, somebody's going to bend over and let you tear their car up when you paying them $3.75 for a ride. Okay? So, you should have respect when you get in the car. Don't start grabbing stuff. Don't start tearing, putting your hands on the equipment, changing channels and all that. Ask. That's not what you're paying for. You're paying for a ride. Okay? This is not a chauffeur. This is not limousine service. Okay? This is not champagne dreams and caviar wishes or whatever. This is a ride from A to B, and that's all you're paying for. You get more, okay. Great. Wonderful. But it's a ride from A to B. A safe ride. Excuse me, I've got a little cold here. I might sneeze. Wait a minute. Ooh, yes. Yeah. In any case, as a driver, all I expect out of a rider is that when they just be a rider and realize that this is not any more than that. Okay? It's just a ride. And I can't stress that enough. All right? So, I hope you guys got a better understanding of what's going on here. I'm going to keep it right there. I'm not going to say too much more. This is basically, as long as you know, okay, this is not a Uber or a Lyft vehicle. Uber and Lyft is the application that we use to communicate with each other. All right? They don't own this vehicle. They are not employers, and they are not our boss. You can go, if you think that's the case, go complain to them about somebody and see what happens. All right? And once you understand that, then once all the riders start understanding what this is, because if you want, you can go get a taxi, see what you get out of a taxi. Then once they start understanding what this is, and we can all have a more harmonious relationship. It's a little staticky right now, and it's because of the misconception that we're some kind of a peon or something, which is not the case. All right. So I will say bye to you on that, and see you later. Remember this when you're riding. Peace in your hood.